Hi everyone, my name is Angela Münch. I will present to you the project Fisheries Sensitivity Mapping and Displacement, a research project funded by the Crown Estate under the Offshore Wind Evidence and Change Program. The goal of the project is to identify fishing locations. So who's fishing where? How can they be displaced? Can they be displaced? Where are conflicts? Where are non-conflicts or low conflicts? And so this is important to provide as kind of evidence for the British Energy Security Strategy, but also 25 Years Plan, Fisheries Act, and so on. Just simply that we can better kind of accommodate fisheries and offshore wind farm in UK waters. This project is a joint project between St Andrews University, Cefas, and Marine Scotland Science. We are, however, supported by quite a lot of stakeholders from industry and policy. So, for example, we have quite a lot of people from the fisheries organization, but also from offshore wind farm like Ørsted or Ocean Winds. On policy side, we have DEFRA, MMO, GNCC, Natural England involved as well as the Crown Estate. This project is led by me. However, there are two main scientific components, work packages. One is work package 2, led by Tanya Mendo, who is fishing where, which is about developing methods on creating maps on fine scale fishing locations. Work package 3, it's me, led, which is kind of trying then to translate these fishing maps into sensitivity maps, checking and implementing a displacement modeling and defining constraint and opportunity for fishing industry and offshore wind farm. The results of the project will be compiled in a web tool, which is developed by St Andrews, so will be made publicly available after the end of the project. This project is a 2 years project, which just started September last year. So we had a kickoff meeting in St Andrews. We just started to do the review of data and methods. However, so we don't have any results yet to present. We will have a half-time meeting in September this year to start to present the first results, and we will have a final dissemination meeting in August 2024, which will be hosted by Cefas. As mentioned already, Work Package 2 is looking at who is fishing where, and is led by Tanya Mendo from University of St Andrews. The objective of this work package is to review existing data, method tools to identify the spatial distribution of fishing activities of vessels in the UK EZ. So this involves domestic vessels, but also international vessels. We also want to improve the methods of spatial representation of fishing activities. One of the first things we try to do is combining EIS and VMS data. This sounds pretty straightforward, pretty easy, but however, due to a lack of unique identifier between these different data sets, it's not as straightforward as you would hope for. First maps produced, you can see here. We can see with combining these both, if we are successful, we can add quite a lot of information to the information we're already having on vessel activity and identify better what is actually trawling activity or moving activity, what is fishing activity. Work package 3, led by me, is on the constraint and opportunity of combining fishing industry with offshore wind farm. This is more taking on the economic perspective. This work package has 3 objectives. One is converting the maps from Tanya produced in the work package 2 in what we call sensitivity maps, so which tells us which areas are of high conflict, which are low conflict areas. Task 2 is actually on case studies, testing displacement models we are already having developed and want to improve. And then the results of these both tasks will be put together in task 3 on an economic impact assessment for the fishing sectors if we are introducing offshore wind farm. The results of these 2 work packages will be made available to the public in a web tour. This work package is led by Mark James and Renee Swift. This work package's goal is to make all the maps we're creating in work package 2 and work package 3 to make them spatially explicit and available for the public, for stakeholders, but also for the public as such. There will be detailed consultation with the project partners, but also with the project advisory group and other stakeholders which are interested in this. The data structure will be developed by St Andrews, however, it will be hosted then later by Cefas. As an example, how this web tool could be looking, this is an MPI, which is a Marine Scotland geospatial web tool. Here we can already see how we can do this, how we can implement filters, scale, etc. so on. So the idea is to have a similar web tool for those sides of the project. Thank you for your attention. If you have any further questions, please contact one of the partners as stated below, or ask me now.